Fire, an element stolen from the gods. Burns. Burns to give you a display of colors, sound and patterns. But how did we reach here? How did we make fire, feared by all, to create something we love so dearly? Let's explore everything about fireworks.
अरे ये क्या हो गया? Whoa, that was a magical appearance. Hello. Welcome students, welcome everybody to BYJU'S Science Studio.
A show where we look at the world through a combined lens of science and math. I'm your host Saurabh.
And I am your host, Ashwin.
And today we are going to have a blast. Yes.
Literally a blast, if you will. Well, with the ongoing celebratory vibes, we figured, why not take this celebration and... Wait a second, celebration. When you think of celebration, what do you think of, Saurabh?
Boom, bomb, boom.
Hey, if you think of sweets and all also, yes, we're going to be cooking some stuff as well. That's exactly what we're going to be exploring today. The science of fireworks.
Ooh, guys, but you know, whatever we do here, a quick disclaimer. Please do not try anything we do today at home. This is being done with expert supervision and by taking all the necessary safety precautions, okay?
That's correct. And we got scolded a few times when we were doing trial runs. Do not do this at home, all right? We have a fire safety plan. We will try and make sure that we're wearing the mask where we have to, the goggles where we have to, all that, right? So just like last time, on BYJU'S Science Studio, we have an exciting challenge waiting for you at the end of this session, right? And यार हमको लगता है कि ऐसे वाले sessions ना कुछ और तरीके से करना चाहिए आगे से, because I understand कि नवंबर है, दिसंबर आने वाला है, exam fever में सब लोग, you know, they want academic content, but this session is also going to be made slightly relevant, in fact very relevant for your books and your exams as well. That said, why don't we figure out what this session is going to be?
Yes, धमाकेदार होगा भाई, you are right. This is going to be a धमाकेदार session.
धमाकेदार session.
And guys,
Saurabh,
call your
tell
friends,
me.
no? है ना?
हाँ,
अकेले
exactly.
अकेले.
Oh yeah, right, folks. Get more people in, no? And family also in. Because ये YouTube पे चल रहा है यार, किसी को भी बुला लो, सबको भेज दो link. Why are we saying this? क्योंकि this session is gonna be धमाकेदार, all right? Okay, tell me Saurabh, when we talk about crackers or fireworks, and I hope you guys saw the promo videos that we put out as well. This question is for everybody actually. What comes to your mind on thinking of fireworks and crackers?
Firecrackers, huh?
अरे आप लोग बताओ, firecrackers बोलने पे what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
But एक चीज हाँ, अब ये BYJU'S Science Studio है, तो आप ऐसा तो नहीं पूछ रहे होगे, right? We have to think from the scientific lens.
हाँ, push part वो मत बोलना.
Right, come on, guys, what do you think? When you think of firecrackers, दिमाग में क्या आता है तुम्हारे? And think scientific, huh?
Typo.
Yes.
Type करो.
Come on. अरे धमाकेदार.
Super धमाकेदार.
धमाका ठीक है.
Yes, धमाका तो है ही. Now,
Yes.
put a science twang to that. What would that be?
I would say a lot of sparks is there. Light, so much light. Right? When you burst a firecracker, there's so much light. And
Hey,
there's
but to start that combustion, so heating.
heating. Oh yes. And boom.
Sounds.
Yes, you guys are right, yaar. Come on. Yes, है ना? So, Ashwin, I feel
Energy. Oh, I love that.
Yes.
All of these are different forms of energy, right? That is so beautiful. Okay.
So, broadly, if we think, all these answers, we can say they are in three categories, no?
Right.
Heat energy, light energy, and sound energy.
And sound energy. Beautiful.
Right?
Interesting. And that's exactly what we're going to be exploring today, right? Three segments of heat, light, and sound. The energies are going to come together to create something super beautiful.
That's a nice answer, no?
A material which gives a bright light. Such a beautiful answer, yeah. Heat, light, sound. Heat, light, sound. Heat, light. ये सारा physics ही चल रहा है. दोनों physics teacher मान लिए क्या वो लोग? अरे, it's not just physics, huh? There's got to be a lot of chemistry, a lot of science itself in it, and a lot of math that's involved in it. Maybe I'm not going to reveal all the math.
And biology, these guys have seen.
Haan, Ankita had put up a video, right? Did you guys watch that regarding how we respond to fireworks and crackers?
Why they excite us.
Why they excite us, the controlled fear and all of that. Okay. कहाँ से शुरू
ठीक है।
करेंगे?
Where do we start?
I think we should start all the way from the start. अगर आप लोग ने ये सेशन का प्रोमो देखा था, then you would have heard Saurabh asking everybody, ये कहाँ से शुरू हुआ?
Let's light
Now-
up the fire. No?
Let's light up the fire.
Our first segment for today.
Great. So, in terms of lighting up the fire, I don't know the factual things, but from what the documentations say and the research that we could do, right, we figured that firecrackers, as we know them, came into existence in China almost 2000 odd years ago. And they weren't really used as firecrackers per se back then.
मैंने पढ़ा ये.
Yeah.
They used to take bamboo and they used to close it, no, like this.
Yep.
और उसको फेंक देते fire में.
Yep.
It used to give an explosion.
Boom!
और interestingly पता है क्या? They used to do it to scare off evil spirits.
Oh,
Bhoot
very
Pret.
fascinating, right? All traditions from ancient India and ancient China and all seem to be about Bhoot, Pret, Atma and all that stuff. But thankfully that brought us a lot of science to explore as well. And that bam boom that was happening out here, थोड़े उसमें तो खुश कहाँ होंगे यार. आजकल तो और बड़ा explosion चाहिए होता है. And what did they do as well? They started to fill the bamboo, the same bamboo stuff, before closing it up and throwing it into the fire, they started filling it up with a magical black powder.
Hey, you're saying it's a black, why is it magical? Like it's a black powder.
I know science में magic कहाँ है? Science itself is magical. That black powder is nothing but what we today call gunpowder. वो नहीं जो इडली और डोसा के साथ चलता है.
Gunpowder
The fireworks gunpowder.
And by the way, gunpowder, yeah, we have seen those old movies, na? Rifle के अंदर they used to fill it with gunpowder.
Correct.
Fire cannons.
Cannon fire. Oh yeah. Oh, check that out. Boom. Whoa, look at that force. Look at that energy coming out of that gunpowder, right? And that's because you used to stuff it in and put that bullet or whatever else and shoot. And this is the starting point for everything firecrackers. You actually got that right. It was started out as warfare and weaponry, but today we got some nice uses for it.
खाने में भी है, war में भी है और firecrackers में भी है.
खाने में कहाँ
gunpowder
है?
इडली हमने जो बोला.
Oh, gunpowder idli हमने जो बोले. All right, let's get it now.
हमने बोला heat, light and sound. This is the something we're going to study. Starting इनसे करें इनमें.
वहीं से करते हैं in that same order. Heat. Let's add some. You said food. Let's cook something up. Let's light up the fire. We're gonna go cook some gunpowder.
Cook.
Yes,
Okay.
if you've seen the promo, there also we spoke about ingredients in cooking. But यहाँ तो नहीं cook कर सकते. Let's get to the activity arena.
All right, kids.
Okay, super duper. अरे कोई comment नहीं आ रहा यार screen पे. Come on, folks. So Saurabh, we're going to do some cooking and I have some stuff here. We're going to be, can you guys see this? Is this possible for you to zoom into? Yeah, a little pasty kind of stuff here. I can touch it, it's no problem. It's actually using something very interesting, huh?
Looks delicious by the way.
Smells also delicious if you think about
Oh
it.
yeah.
What if I tell you that the first ever gunpowder that was made was actually made using kitchen ingredients like this? I'm going to set a blaze to this. By the way, folks, even though I said this is cooking,
Ooh. It feels like we're cooking something यार. मतलब dish है, कुछ बढ़िया सा भी है. अपन गैस भी चला रहे हैं.
जल रहा है कि नहीं ये? अरे इसको क्या हो गया? ये बंद था क्या? My bad. Cooking तो सीखना पड़ेगा साइंस की तरह. Okay, and there you have it. We're going to let this happen. Every now and then we will zoom into what is happening out here.
But what are we cooking?
बताता हूँ ना. Like I told you, the first gunpowder was made with kitchen. Can you guess which of those ingredients there are in here? You smelt it also, huh?
कुछ sweet सा था. Sugar.
Yes. Not sugar, it's a liquid.
Liquid sugar. Oh. Honey.
Exactly.
Right. You also got honey, huh?
Yes, gunpowder made from honey. Now, before elaborating on this further, right, students, remember there was something Saurabh sir said in the beginning of the session, right? We are taking a lot of precautions out here. This is not just a cooking class. It turns out that we have enough safety equipment out here. We have our shades and goggles. We have masks. Saurabh's मेरे को लगता है I need to give you this,
Yes,
dude.
thank you.
Okay, and it'll come in handy soon, not yet. And look at that, thank you. We have somebody standing ready with a fire extinguisher so that things are safe, okay? Do not try any of these at home. We're calling it simple cooking, but it's not that simple. Okay, let's move onwards. Now, as this is happening, we spoke about honey. Now, honey was used in the first ever gunpowder, along with another ingredient, which was basically called saltpeter.
Is it potassium nitrate?
That's right, potassium nitrate. But before jumping right into that, I said honey is used in this ingredient, which means it's a one component which is going to create fire. और फायर बनाने के लिए क्या चाहिए था? You guys covered this in the last episode as well. You guys tell us, फायर के लिए क्या चाहिए? Combustion के लिए क्या चाहिए?
ये पढ़ा हुआ है तुम लोग को यार. Come on, नाक नहीं कटवाना है. अब भी क्या? अभी आंसर चाहिए मेरे को.
The triangle.
Yes.
The triangle.
Aha. We need fuel, obviously. Then we need oxygen, and we need heat to create fire. Right?
Correct, and correct. Okay, so I would advise you to start wearing your goggles, and I can see some fumes coming out.
कुछ हो फटने वटने वाला है क्या?
सब लिखेंगे, we will all see that together. Okay, so honey here is basically the fuel in that fire triangle. Okay.
My God, this looks dangerous.
Yeah, honey is the fuel in that fire triangle. इसके साथ I talked about saltpeter. Saltpeter, potassium nitrate, is something that supplies extra oxygen to it. Oxygen तो है हवा में, but we're adding something extra chemically as oxygen. That's
It's
called
carrying
an
its own
oxidizer.
oxygen basically.
हाँ, उसके अंदर पड़ा रहता है, right? And it's got some sulfur as well into it, and we mixed that, made a beautiful paste, and now you can see that it's on this Bunsen burner, right? थोड़ा धुआं आ रहा है. If you can focus into this, guys, for a second. Yeah, you see it's melting a little, boiling a little, उबल रहा है. So ये होने दो थोड़ा time के लिए, okay? Now there is an abundance of oxygen in the air, but this saltpeter is adding extra oxygen so that this combustion reaction can take place meaningfully. Okay?
Guys, you know this, no? KNO3, when you heat it, it gives you oxygen. Remember?
Right. O2 निकलता है वहाँ से. Exactly. So with those ingredients, potassium nitrate came from a very interesting place back in the day.
Yes. It's
If you remember the promo as well, how does bird poop connect with Diwali or firecrackers?
They're saying two detectives in one frame.
Two detectives in one frame. Yes. And potassium nitrate was actually harvested from these islands where birds would actually poop a lot. And bird poop, since they eat nitrogen-rich food, can let us harvest potassium nitrate from it, right? Saltpeter from it. Great. Now, we've started heating it, which means oxygen ho gaya, both from air and potassium nitrate.
Yes.
Fuel ho gaya from
Honey.
our honey, and heat भी हम कर रहे हैं
नीचे
से. And ये देखो कुछ होने वाला है यहाँ पे. That's why we're wearing this.
But वैसे बहुत time लगा रहा है ना ये?
हाँ. तो इसमें क्या हो रहा है? Can you think about what's happening? What is melting here? What is causing all that bubbling that is happening out there?
Honey है, तो मेरे को लगता है honey has a lot of water content in it, no?
Correct. Honey has a lot of water content in it. And if you put heat into water, क्या होगा? Think about it.
Water will take. And
Yes,
water has
ublega,
हाँ,
right?
ublega.
And in the kitchen or somewhere else also, if you guys have seen this, you get water baths to small kids, milk and things like that. That's because
Oh my God!
wow, that was amazing.
This was dangerous.
Now you see why we needed the goggles and the mask.
It
Fascinating.
टूट गया यार ये.
Okay, I'm going to keep this aside right here.
Guys, you know this is not. तुमने reaction देख लिया होगा. We weren't expecting.
Oh, ये गरम भी है यार. Oof. Interesting stuff happening out here. Again, don't worry, this was not too traumatic, but ये China dish तो एकदम टूट गया. Porcelain dish. And look at all of this. You saw that amazing flame that happened. ये हम लोग expect नहीं कर रहे थे. It was not controlled and timed because of the ingredients that I'd used, right? I'd mixed them up in a particular proportion to make this amazing little gunpowder. Okay.
This was honey.
Now, all that liquid water that we were talking about, water absorbs all the heat that is given to it. And that water first had to go away from this system. इसीलिए वो उबल के बबल होके निकल रहा था.
वो slow कर रहा था इसको.
Yes, वो slow नहीं कर रहा था, start ही नहीं हुआ.
हाँ.
जब तक पानी नहीं निकला, कुछ नहीं start हुआ. But जब पानी निकल गया, then the reaction started. the combustion happened, and you saw how beautiful that was, right?
I mean, this was dangerous. It was very much fiery.
Okay,
But yeah,
let me
it
get
took a lot of
glove.
time because of water.
Right, it was all because of water. Now you might ask, यार तो honey क्यों use किए? जो अगर कोई और sugar होता जिसमें पानी नहीं है वो use
मतलब जैसे घर में शुगर होता है,
हाँ,
चाहिए था
exactly.
हमको fuel.
Valid
right?
question, no? CID of BYJU'S. Valid question, no? क्यों हम लोग honey use किए? I mean, वो लोग honey use किए थे? Well, the answer very simply is, भाई sugar processing जो अपने sugar cane से होता है या फिर corn से होता है, that is a very new technology. Back then तो sugar था ही नहीं. 2500 years ago, man. Think about it.
Honey तो
Processed
easy
sugar
available
तो था ही नहीं.
सही बात है
Honey
यार.
तो honey bee से मिल ही जाता था, right? So if you look at the fire triangle that went into doing this, what was each of those pieces here,
Fuel was honey.
right?
Oxygen was provided by KNO3,
Perfect.
saltpeter, and heat was from the burner.
Perfecto.
Nice.
That was such an easy way to understand with this. And we also saw the issues that we had with the fuel being a liquid fuel.
Yes.
Right?
Very slow.
Now, there was another component also out here, sulfur as such, but I'll come to that in a little while. Okay? Now, that's why people started looking for alternatives also, because it was slightly unpredictable and slightly
It was unpredictable.
And they eventually found out that honey होता क्या है, sugars होते हैं ना basically उसमें, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen वैसा वैसा. They eventually figured out that charcoal was a brilliant fuel. उसमें पानी नहीं होता, and it's a solid fuel, powder बना के fine बना सकते थे. So the same mixture happened except with charcoal. You know what charcoal is, right? मेरे पास है यहाँ पे.
यार घर में हम लोग करते थे, तुम लोग को कर पता होगा ना, लकड़ी जलाते हैं,
हाँ.
जो बच जाता है, that is charcoal.
Correct. So ये मेरा mixture है. This has charcoal and a little bit of oxidizer. Charcoal वैसे भी जलता है, but वो incandescent होता है in the normal.
सुलगता है बोलते हैं.
Exactly, सुलगता है like an अगरबत्ती, right? But if I want a little bit of fire to catch in it, I added a oxidizer.
Okay.
Here is this flame. I will reduce it a little bit. Why don't you try placing it on the charcoal?
Mask?
This is, actually not. Yeah, sure. Let's be safe nonetheless.
All right.
You don't need goggles because it's not going to be that bad. Onto the flame. There you go. You see? Now it's actually. Wow. I can keep looking at that. Maybe I want to move my face away as well. Okay, we can stop.
This is
ये
quick.
पूरा जला नहीं, but like that guy, right?
Correct.
We can keep doing it, but for now, let's just understand this. This had charcoal and potassium nitrate.
Yes.
So a good fuel, some oxidizer, and of course we gave the heat through that flame. Here, I've added that other ingredient that I mentioned earlier. One of these heaps has the same charcoal and potassium nitrate. The other heap has charcoal and potassium nitrate and something else. वो something else क्या है? We'll figure. Okay, and okay, flame on. Let's try matching the flame.
Okay.
Comparison देख लो आप लोग, ठीक है?
मैं थोड़ा और कम करता हूँ.
हाँ, done.
Done.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa! I mean, yours can sustain. मेरा वाला तो बुझ जा रहा है.
Exactly, isn't that beautiful? That was so cool, right? I just had to set it on fire and it just burnt the whole fuel that was available, and we had to sustain this a little longer for it to burn.
Yeah.
That additional ingredient was sulfur, which I said was there in the original gunpowder, right? Now sulfur fumes are quite toxic. I should have actually warned you to put your mask on. Next time I'll be making sure that I do that. This quantity is okay. What does that sulfur do? Now sulfur does not, it's quite easily available in the earth.
Volcanic ash.
Exactly, volcanic ash se nikal jata hai. But the thing is, sulfur reacts with oxygen at slightly a lower temperature than carbon. So it starts the fire a little quicker. And because of that, it's able to continue the fire that has started also a little better than just charcoal. So this one had charcoal, potassium nitrate and sulfur as sort of that activator ingredient.
तो यानी कि main fuel हमारा charcoal ही है.
Because charcoal has amazing energy that is stored in it. इसमें हो क्या रहा है यार? Combustion हो रहा है. Energy chemically जो stored है अंदर, with that little activation, वो निकल के आ रहा है in the form of heat and light. Right?
So in a way, sulfur is acting like those small wood chippings. हमको जब बड़ी लकड़ी जलानी होती है,
Correct.
we put those small wood, paper, कभी कुछ जला के ताकि बड़ा लकड़ी जल पाए.
Exactly. वो छोटा-छोटा will not give that much energy, but वो चालू करने में it make it
Yes.
easier. Right?
Okay.
Activator. great. Such a beautiful old recipe, right? Amazing stuff. Now, think about that liquid fuel and then this solid fuel that happened. Sulfur, slightly poisonous also, that would have been the early days. Tab se ab tak thousands of years have passed. The kind of crackers that we have, can you pull out one of those crackers from there, please? The kind of crackers that we have today, ooh, ye hum abhi jalane nahi wale, okay? Inside the firework today, what we actually have is something which is a lot more complicated than just this much, okay? But hum log baat nahi karne wale. Here also, we're going to do a little bit of
yes, we are enjoying so much.
running
right.
race. We are enjoying. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but we are definitely enjoying. Hey, guys, इसमें बहुत कुछ होने वाला है. This is going to be a race between the grey guy and the black guy. This black guy is the same as what I had done earlier, which is charcoal plus sulfur plus potassium nitrate. Okay, this is today's advanced. वो कहाँ है? ये अपना जो क्रैकर है ना, इस क्रैकर से निकला हुआ ये पाउडर था, ठीक है? This, by the way, is called flash powder.
Flash.
Yes. So what did we say? For this combustion to be better and better and better, one, it had to heat up quicker. It had to activate better, earlier, easier, and it had to sustain better. क्योंकि fireworks या फिर explosives के लिए क्या चाहिए? जल्दी 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 combustion होना चाहिए. It's a rapid combustion.
नहीं तो ऐसा buffering वाला internet.
I know. Go गोल घूम के go. Okay. Now here's this for you, right? Between this guy and this guy,
there's a race.
There's a race. We're going to set fire to it right here. Who do you think is going to be faster? And Saurabh, this time, please, mask.
We need everything. Huh?
Yes. This is going to be fun, folks. Put on your masks. Put on your goggles. And in case something happens, put on the safety goggles also. Okay?
Yes. And whatever happens, you love us. Right?
Yes. On this mark.
All right. Can we dim the
Can you
exposure?
reduce the flame because this is all powdery stuff, it might fly away. Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Lights out!
Guys, watch out, huh?
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! That was spooky, right?
This one didn't even burn.
Yeah. Okay, let's increase the flame here. That is crazy.
My God,
Arey,
there is no
lights back
race.
on, lights back on. Race तो चालू होने से पहले खत्म हो गया यार. Okay.
My God, this was like a flash.
Yeah, that just went up in flames in a flash, right? ये देखो, by the time you just touched it, which means it quickly caught fire.
Yeah.
And it quickly sustained that fire such that all the fuel was consumed. And fuel नहीं है तो combustion कहाँ होगा? It was blinding. कितना bright था.
Yeah, I
कितना
can still
quick
see.
था. And it was almost white in color, right?
Yeah.
The bright fire is because it was very hot fire. Whoa, someone says. And this fellow, the reaction was so quick, there also sulfur had to keep it for 2-3 seconds.
Yeah.
हम रखे ही नहीं. ये तो चालू ही नहीं हुआ. So think about that. Over the years, we've had better oxidizers. We've had better activators. We've had better fuel also. This is not just charcoal.
Yeah.
And that creates what we call flash powder, which releases a large amount of energy rather quickly and releases a large amount of energy very rapidly as well, right? And that's the name flash.
It's a long way.
Yeah. यार काफ़ी कुछ सीख गए यार हम लोग. Fire triangle से लेके
Yes.
early days जो cook किए थे, and then charcoal towards additives that we've added into it towards where we are on flash.
So,
okay, I think you need to.
है ना? एक बार quickly यार, let's summarize everything we have learned in segment. कभी तुम मजे ही लेते रह गए हो. So, तुमने समझा यार KNO3, right? It gives you oxygen when heated, and that's why in the fire triangle we have evolved from using fuel as honey as fuel and then charcoal as fuel. And today, you know, we have something called as flash powder with advanced oxidizers and advanced fuel.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. So the fire triangle is not sufficient to understand or implement combustion, right?
Yes.
We need to keep optimizing, and that's what all this optimizing has been. Now, मजे ही लेते हैं हम लोग, but something very interesting happened out here. It was not just heat that was getting evolved; it was a lot of light also that was getting evolved, right?
Yes. But hey,
Okay.
मेरे को लग रहा है इन लोगों ने सीखा है. We should check it, no, very quickly.
You're right यार. ऐसे summary में तो हम लोग बातचीत में चला जाता है. They don't have anything in their control. मतलब फिर से सीखना है तो they can come back to this video also. But guys, you know what we're trying to say, right? If you want to learn and register things and have things in your control when you're learning them, आपको क्या करना चाहिए? Learn the BYJU'S way.
Yes. So let's take a test very quickly.
Yes, please.
जिनके पास app है, you know what we are going to do.
Yeah.
But let me show you a quick game on fire triangle.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait a second. You start that out, but the video that is going to be playing on their screen is something that we pre-recorded because it thoda time lega.
Yes.
And we don't want to invest all that time. So in that subject section, you've gone to this place where there is active learn, or as a part of learn journeys, they have these games and active learns. Combustion. You देखो, beautiful context setting is happening, a storyline gets built up, and then you're given a scenario where you have to choose fuel and things that help that. And look at that beautiful interactivity.
Guys, what do you think? Fuel क्या होना चाहिए? Wood, glass.
Wood, glass. So बहुत सारे options हैं, and then the character is responding on the basis of what the students are choosing in this, right?
Now we have to choose what gas will support combustion.
Of course.
Oxygen.
Nice. Of course. Beautiful. And it's going to be leveled up to a point where the storyline is driven by the choices that the students make on the game. That is so fascinating.
It's a game plus learning. Gamified learning.
Gamified learning. BYJU'S, the learning app, download it as soon as possible if you haven't downloaded it. And if you've already downloaded it, jao yaar, khelo. Abhi nahi, session ke baad. Okay? Download the app. And there was a lot of fun. Like I said, there was a lot of light as well that happened.
Yes. Because that's our second segment, no?
Okay.
So let's add colors to the sky.
Adding colors to the sky.
Sky shots, colorful.
Hey, that reminds me of a beautiful thing that just happened. ये तो flame yellow था या फिर bright
White
yellow whitish था.
Yes.
But अपने जो crackers है ना वो सब, can you just give me a couple of those crackers, especially the rocket, and the wheel and the anar and all these guys. They have such colorful, beautiful stuff coming out.
Yes.
So fire color, have you ever thought about it? Fire का color कहाँ से आता है?
For that, let's do a quick activity.
Okay.
All right.
What do I do? Ooh, that looks like something you're going to spray.
Yes.
So we need some fire as well.
Yes. Let's use the same burner.
Okay. And
guys, hold
turn
on.
That on.
I'll tell you how we add colors.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. कहाँ है? जल रहा है कि नहीं है?
अभी नहीं.
जला.
अब जला.
Come on.
Yes.
So we just have a flame. It's a regular, simple gas flame. So it's looking blue in. Oh, flame is already looking colored differently. Okay, blue in color.
So I have a solution in which I have alcohol.
Okay.
I have water and some dissolved salt.
Okay, some salt dissolved. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, should we wear our goggles for this?
Okay.
Just in case.
Just
I
in
don't know what's
case.
going to happen right now. Okay. So alcohol, that means it's definitely catching fire.
Yes.
And you said some salt. I don't know what that salt is going to do. Okay.
So let's see, है ना?
I know what that salt is going to do. We'll see.
Ready?
Whoa. ये क्या था यार?
Wait, let me show you something even better. Ready?
Wow. वो तो yellowish green था, ये red आ रहा है. Okay, wait. Can I also try? Okay. ये तो bluish, greenish, whitish. ये देखो sustain भी हो रहा है.
Yes.
Some of this solution is on that burner and
Ooh,
this is beautiful.
golden
yellow. Wow. Okay, wait. Let's have the lights back on. This was fascinating. Okay, I don't think it was that bright. I don't think we needed our goggles in this case. But that was so beautiful. Different stuff that you gave is burning in different colors.
And
Did you
this
guys figure
is
out why
the
that is?
secret ingredient.
It was definitely not the alcoholic spirit or the water inside of this. It was those.
It was about the
salts.
salts.
Fascinating. Say, can you try doing this again? Wait, what are the salts that we have out here? We have sodium.
We have
strontium. I'm guessing
barium.
this is a copper salt.
The green wala too.
Copper. Barium. Okay.
Right.
So what's happening out here is this is a solution of that salt.
Yes.
So that it can combust. Now this guy is going to burn. Okay. Red in color. Ooh. So one of these salt solutions is red in color. My guess is it's not copper because copper
तो green
bluish
लगता है,
greenish
right?
होगा. And let me just try this guy. What is this?
And this is, guys, you might have seen in your lab, you do this experiment.
Oh, I got it right. कौन सा था? That is strontium.
Strontium.
Nice. Check this out. Beautiful red colored flame. अरे यार हम लोग ये सब कर रहे हैं, but please don't नमक लेके अपने घर में मत जलाओ, okay? So strontium
Yes.
ions inside that
Correct.
strontium salt, thanks to this activation by heat, are releasing energy in the form of red colored light.
All these are metal salts and they have
so cool.
ions, right? When you heat it, it gives you its characteristic color.
What is this golden yellow color? Which one would that be?
Let's check, let's check.
Do you want to try it with? Don't try copper sulfate. I definitely know it's going to be green.
Let's see. This one, I have
That is what, barium, right?
barium.
Okay. Oh, this is,
Greenish.
that is greenish colored. So
Apple
it's like
green.
apple green, apple yellow type
Yes.
color. Okay. I'm going to try it with this guy.
So barium is apple green. Strontium is red, crimson red, you just saw. आपका try करो अभी. ये है
Sodium.
sodium.
Oh, ये golden yellow आ गया.
हाँ, ये golden yellow है.
Oh, so this is a sodium salt. Nice.
This is
So
sodium salt.
ये क्या था? Oops, ये off हो गया.
अरे
अरे अरे जलाओ जलाओ.
हाँ.
जल गया वापस से.
And copper का सबको पता होना चाहिए.
This is copper. Right? ये काफी bright है. अपने screen पे it is looking. आपके screen पे it is going to be looking a little white, but I can see it very clearly out here. And
bluish.
पूरा ending में दिख रहा है. It's bluish green.
और इसको देखो ध्यान से.
Such a beautiful. ये तो animation लग रहा है. VFX लग रहा है यार. My God, the reality of burning fire is like the amazing animations that our team is able to do with the videos on BYJU'S.
Yes. Guys, you
this
just
is so
saw. See,
cool.
this is not a magic. This is all the magic of salts. These
Right,
salts have ions, and this is their characteristic color.
Right, not
We do this-
magic.
हाँ,
The
obviously.
not yet known science is what is magic. This is basically the science of metal ions getting activated by some energy, like heat in this
Correct.
case, and releasing energy in the form of light of different colors.
Specific colors. And you know what they
So
do?
if I
They
think I'm
take
guessing
these
that.
salts,
Huh.
and in the base recipe of flash powder,
Okay.
they mix them.
Okay.
That gives colors.
That is super duper cool. So you're telling me something like this. Let's say I have a bomb out here. I know that this bomb, can you see this bomb here? I know that this bomb is actually jab jalane pe, it goes and makes color stuff. So you're saying these pellets out here are metal salts mixed with flash powder.
Yes.
That is super duper cool, man. That is amazing. Okay, I just want to be a little cautious and careful. We were quite careful doing this. Luckily, nothing went wrong. Do not try this at home. This is not to be played with, okay? This is for learning that we are doing this in a very controlled environment. Be careful at home.
Yes.
All right. Can we colorfully summarize what we figured out here right now?
All right. Let's summarize. देखो, what did we learn? Metals, when subjected to heat, they emit different characteristic color. हमने देखा, strontium is crimson red, barium is apple green, greenish blue copper का है, and golden is sodium का है. And like this, different metals have different color, right? It's their characteristic, like our fingerprint, you can say.
Right. That is so beautiful.
And that's how they add colors to firecrackers.
That is amazing stuff. Okay, I want to try mixing these stuff, but I think I'll do that later. What are we going to be exploring now, Saurabh?
So heat and light we have done.
Yeah. Hey! बता के करो भाई. Goosebumps रोंगटे खड़े हो गए. Okay, what is that? Sound. What a segue यार. डरा के segue कर रहे.
So heat and light looks good. दूर से देखते हैं तो अच्छा लगता है ना, सुंदर लगता है.
Right.
But चौकाता क्या है?
The sound, the pataka sound. Okay.
Yes. the bung of fireworks.
True. The bang or the bung of fire.
The bung of fireworks.
Nice. Well played. Yeah, I know it is happening, but it's still creating that beautiful reaction
Yeah.
inside of me. Sound in fireworks.
Yes. So third segment is called as Let's Make a Bang. All right.
Wow.
Now, guys, देखो heat light किया है ना, मजा आया, जल्दी. Come on, quickly, flood the chat. कैसा लगा तुमको? Now we have to explore sound. If you have noticed, अब तक हमने जो भी किया,
वही सोच रहा था
है ना?
मैं. Stuff burnt fast and slow and all of that.
ऐसे boom नहीं हुआ
Sound
कहीं
boom
भी.
नहीं हुआ कहीं भी,
Right?
except for that little pistol that you did.
Acha, think of all the firecrackers which produce a loud bang.
1 second, I love that comment. This session is just looking like a wow. Okay. All of these were not booming. Why do you suppose all of these were not booming?
जल्दी जल्दी चैट में कौन सा पटाखा बम फोड़ता है बेसिकली कैसे किसको बम बोलते हैं? Yes, एक तो है ये जिससे हम सबको डर लगता है.
Right. Okay, can we bring all of those guys in?
Yeah.
Atom bomb. We call it atom bomb. What did you call it growing up?
Sutli bomb.
The Sutli bomb. What other kind of bombs do you guys know of, or crackers do you guys know of? Please write that down in the comments real quick.
Mirchi bomb.
Mirchi, we call it bijli.
बिजली.
This was rocket. Rocket to rocket है.
ये कुछ नया है वो बड़ा है लेकिन.
बड़ा है. I don't want to risk it also. What is that? Doom Dhadaka.
Oh, Doom Dhadaka.
That's okay. That's not a bomb's name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And this one is the wheel, chakra. And
Chakri.
then you have chakri, okay. And then you have the
Anar.
Anar, thank you, flower pot. I was thinking about it. Okay, so wait, actually no, this guy also does not make too much of sound per se. So it's these bombs that make sound largely.
Yes. And if you notice, they're hard, no?
Yeah, they're quite. I never thought about it.
Right?
Yeah, they're packed in.
This is loud, and they're very hard.
Right.
So, why do you think they are loud?
Did you guys get that clue? Why is it that some crackers go bang and some of them are beautiful light and color display? Because of the packing. I think I'm able to connect it to something else that we had done a little while earlier.
Yes.
Okay, so earlier I had done this experiment with vinegar and baking soda. Have you guys tried this experiment at your schools? What happens when you mix vinegar and baking soda? It's an acid and it's a base, and they react together.
Lot of CO2.
A lot of carbon dioxide is released,
Yes.
right? Guys, can we trigger that video where we had done the baking soda with the bottle cap? And I put a tissue also, the baking soda is inside that, so I didn't want it to react too quickly,
नहीं
right?
तो भागना पड़ जाएगा.
भागना पड़ता है यार. This is actually quite a dangerous one. So that friend of mine, he's done that, he's shaken it. Now check out what happens.
the
bottle full रहा है.
हाँ.
And check out what happens.
It's about to burst.
It's completely packed bottle. Oh, that was super duper cool, right? Wow, you guys didn't see it, but I reacted to that sound also. I think I'm a little sensitive. So what happened there was a large evolution of gas. Excuse me. Wow, I think a large evolution of gas happened from here as well. A large evolution of gas caused the bottle to build pressure up, and after a point, the plastic could not sustain it, and it BAM! So the pressure dropped from the very high pressure inside because of the gas to atmospheric pressure very quickly.
Yes.
And that pressure drop released energy which caused the bottle to shatter and the particles in the air to vibrate, giving us
Correct.
sound.
That's true. And this is exactly, I mean, not exactly because that's vinegar and baking soda, but something like that happens in this cracker because of this shell.
Cool. Man,
Right?
so this packing in the shell is like the bottle, and even the combustion reaction is releasing a lot of gases,
Yes.
which builds up pressure. So if I do it in like super slow-mo, maybe it's like it's going to expand and then boom. Wow, that is super duper cool, man.
Yes, guys. And what is sound here? You need something to vibrate, and this is what's causing that instantaneous energy to be released. No disturbance है जो हवा के through
Right.
है ना हमारे पास आ रहा है. That's how you can hear it.
That is super duper cool,
And
man.
these are loud.
These are very, very, very loud. And I understand that this loudness is measurable, right?
Yes.
How do you measure loudness? Loudness is also such a beautiful physics stuff, right, of sound. We measure it using a unit called
बताओ,
unit
बताओ,
called.
बताओ, बताओ,
What is the units to measure sound loudness? So beautiful.
All
and
the
elegant,
6 to
just
10
like a side
graders.
party.
You need to answer it. ठीक है?
एग्जाम भी आने वाला है यार. आंसर बता दो. What is the unit to measure loudness of sound? Pressure creates sound. Perfect. Someone said pressure creates sound. That's exactly what is happening.
Yes.
What is the units? What is the SI units? SI units ही है ना वो. हाँ. What is the SI units?
Decibel. Good.
Well, nice.
I felt so.
I
मेरे को लगा मैंने इनको सही पढ़ाया ना अब तक.
So decibels are very interesting, and it's not a linear scale. So a normal conversation like what we're having right now would be somewhere about 60 decibels or so, right?
So decibel, we can measure it,
Yes.
right? And that's what we're going to do.
Of the bomb?
First, let's see. Hey, Do you think Ashwin sir can be loud because you have seen it?
Oh, I can be loud. Yeah.
Let's check it now.
Oh wait, you have something?
Yes, I have a decibel meter. It's a small app. I mean, see, there are a lot of apps you can see. You know? You can check it out.
Right.
So this is one app.
So it's an app that you've downloaded.
If we are whispering,
40, 45, all the ambient sounds and all of that. And if we have a normal conversation, it's somewhere near 60 degrees. Actually, not 60 degrees, 60 decibels. Sorry.
so let's see how loud you can be.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh, in fact, intensity can go higher if I come closer as well. Ha! Ha! Oh, nice. I hit about 85 decibels.
You hit about 85. And 85 is loud.
It's quite loud.
Yes.
It's actually, normally traffic noises and stuff is
Correct.
about 85 decibels.
Right? 85 is loud, yeah. But what do you think? How loud a firecracker can be?
But I think firecrackers are terribly loud. Let's say a movie theater experience is somewhere near 90, 100 decibels.
Yes.
So this guy must definitely be like more than 100 decibel, 120.
And you know what? Our team is outside. They have set up everything. Let's measure how
That's
loud.
what you guys were doing. This is an interesting surprise.
How loud this guy can be.
Atom bomb. Sutli.
Yes, Sutli
Okay,
bomb. Okay,
awesome.
I'll quickly go out
Sounds
and measure it. Okay? Come with.
That is super duper cool. I don't see too many comments. Hey, actually, let's look at what's happening on the outside with Saurabh.
Yes. So, I'm out, and because this is where you you blow off bombs, no? So, the meter is here. This will capture what is my decibel reading. Is this okay? Fine, no? All right. So, guys, we have set up the mobile over here. This is the reading you can see, and I'll also run back over here. Na? That is my bomb. So, let's burst the bomb and see how loud is it. Can this bomb beat Ashwin sir? We'll have to see that, okay? All right. I'm scared of this actually. Oh, mommy. Oh! Oh, that was loud. And did you see? Did you see that? It captured almost 100 decibels, no? Man, that's why we get scared of them. 100 decibels. We should tell this to sir, no? Come.
Definitely higher than that,
It was
right?
very loud.
Yeah, I mean, so let's say a train engine right next to you would be somewhere near 120-ish
Yes.
decibels.
A jet engine is 140. And this was definitely more than 100 because
Yeah.
it maxed out.
Crazy. Wow. Oh,
And you know, this
but that
loudness-
means it's not going to be good for you also, right?
Yeah.
And that's why you ran after
मैं बोला मम्मी.
Okay. So it will affect our hearing, and to be a little more responsible, I think we should reduce the loud sound fellows, not just for us and our human friends, but animal friends as well. I mean, the dogs and cats, their sense of hearing is a lot more sensitive than ours.
True.
Right? Yeah, and we know that you're controlling it and you can run,
Exactly.
but they don't know when it's going to blast, what is happening, which side it is
I
happening.
mean,
and
you
all
can
that.
anticipate. तुमको लगता है ना फटने वाला, उनको थोड़ी पता फटने वाला है. It will exactly be like this thing happened. अचानक से.
Okay, stop, please, goosebumps. Okay, that was spooky.
So be careful. है ना?
Yeah.
All right. So
Hey, but I have a little bit of a question here. We saw heat, we saw light, we saw the sounds also, but not all the bombs actually make sound, right? Like this guy, for example. What is he called? The
Chakri.
Chakri. And the flower pot, for example. Okay, where is that flower pot of mine? Where did I keep it? Oops.
So you saw confinement will create sound, but not everything creates such a loud sound.
Right, a flower pot is actually like a thing with an opening out here. Ah, interesting. Okay, so wait, how do we explore the flower pot? I know that we've made something really cool for the flower pot as well. Guys, can we get that in? 1, 2, 3, go! Flower pot, prakat ho. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Come up, come up.
Magic नहीं चल रहा क्या मेरा?
Ooh, interesting. So that outer thing is just like a fancy colors paper and all that stuff. That is just design work, right? Now, what will happen is on the inside, that's the magic that is happening. Oh, so there are so many parts to this. There is this flash powder, which is of course, and it's going to contain a lot of those salts also in it for the different colors. And there's this clay packaging niche. Ah, found it. Okay, and then there is the fuse and a, what is that called?
The shell.
The shell. Oh, great. Yeah, right. So this is the shell that is called.
And there is an opening on the top.
And there is an opening on top. That is so cool. Hey, guys, check this out. I found our flower pot as well. That 3D flower pot was beautiful. And this flower pot looks even more beautiful to me because I'm actually holding it in my hand. Color paper, the shell made up of, in this case, it looks like cardboard and glue. And यहाँ पे there is clay packing that is there. And this one is the flash powder
mixed with metals, salts.
This looks different from that flash powder there. And this fuse fellow has a very large opening. Unlike, let's say, this guy, where the fuse is just plunked into it, so it doesn't leave a large opening, right? So this fuse fellow has a large opening. So when we light it up, I see what's happening. I think we should, I think you should describe that.
And we can relate it to what you have done before, the baking soda and vinegar, no?
Oh, that is so cool. You know what, let's watch that video really quick. Can we see that in the baking soda experiment, without the dhakkan on the bottle, it's a completely different reaction.
Yes.
I mean, the reaction is the same. Oh, that is our baking soda vinegar flower pot. Just like this flower pot, a large amount of gas is being evolved in that reaction. Yahan fuse say the reaction starts, a large amount of gas is there, and instead of being contained under pressure, it is oozing out from this opening.
And you see,
and of course, because of these metal salts and stuff like that, it is giving us those different colors and things.
And guys, if you might have noticed it by now. Bhai, anar ho gaya, chakri mein it's kind of at an angle, that's why it kind of rotates.
Correct.
And rocket, come on, ab tak to tum samajh gaye hoge, hai na? Rocket mein kya hai? Instead of oozing it upwards, it's going downwards.
I know, uska ulta ho raha hai.
Uska ulta ho raha hai na?
And we have a beautiful reaction to that. कौन सा लॉ अप्लाई होता है यहाँ पे? Come on, folks.
Yes. यार यहाँ नाक नहीं कटवाना. Come on, फटाफट.
तो किस ग्रेड में आता है ये?
ये तो पता है, ये 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th इतना कॉमन है, तुम बचपन से सुनते आ रहे हो.
यार रॉकेट, अनलाइक द फ्लावर पॉट जिसका ओपनिंग ऊपर है, रॉकेट का ओपनिंग नीचे होता है. कैन यू जूम इन अ लिटिल बिट? कैन यू पॉइंट आउट टू दिस प्लीज, सौरभ?
Yes. So you can see this is the fuse which is going all the way upwards. ये रहा आपका ब्लैक पाउडर, फ्लैश पाउडर, और ऊपर कुछ हार्ड सा है, तो नीचे से निकलता है.
Right, and the black powder is also a little slower than the flash powder, so वो धीरे-धीरे जलता है for a longer time.
Yes.
So then the thrust, Newton's third law. Now I can see that in the comments. Good. Delay है. I'm sure that the students are responding a lot quicker. Newton's third law. यहाँ से ये gases जो यहाँ पे combust होके निकल रहा है, that is going to get pushed down. And ये, dude, I just noticed right now. This is so cool. Can you zoom in again here? ये reaction force देगा, ये ऊपर जाएगा. But अब तक फटा नहीं.
Exactly.
Right? Because this is loose powder coming out here. But this part is this part that you can see is a very hard, packed part.
Yes, बहुत hard है भाई.
वो packing है and it's flash powder as well. इसका मतलब है ये ऊपर उड़ा धीरे-धीरे से, and ऊपर जाते-जाते the fuse has now reached the hard packed part and it goes bang up top.
So confinement is bang.
Confinement is bang, loose is whoosh. Oh, so even, where is that chakri? So the chakri also the same thing is happening.
Yeah.
It's not confined at all. So nikalte it's getting a rotatory force happening out here.
Yes.
Man, this is unbelievable. This is a bombastic session, like one of the students is saying as well. And all the other bombs also have similar logic to it, right? It looks like it's all very beautiful. tight packing, loud sound, more fuel, bigger sound, different kinds of chemicals, basically metal salts and mixed into the flash powder, different colors. My goodness, that is so cool. But I do want to ask us that, you know,
if you look at your hands.
Yeah, I don't like it because this is all poisonous.
Yes.
And it's not just poisonous for our hands like this. If you think about it, the gases that are evolved are quite. Sulfur dioxide, for example, is far more polluting than carbon dioxide. Even.
Yes.
Both of them are equally bad for our atmosphere. How do we make it more?
Like, think about it. We have understood almost all the firecrackers, right? अगर सब इतना अच्छा है, why are governments trying to regulate it? There must be something, no? है ना?
Right, right. And growing up also, I mean, as children, I used to love the loud bursting fellows. But growing up, I realized that that's going to cause a lot more disturbance. So I don't do much of that, more of the light stuff nowadays. And green crackers have come up.
Yes, that's the new thing in the market, right? And green is not because of the color.
Green is not like atom bomb wala green color or sutli wala green color. Yeah. So green crackers are more like the right kind of chemicals in the fuel, the right kind of more efficient oxidizers, the right kind of packing and things, the right kind of activators like your sulfur.
Yes.
Sulfur actually शायद आजकल use होना बहुत कम हुआ है.
कम हो गया. They avoid barium.
Right, right. They avoid barium, for example, because it's a very toxic substance on combustion and stuff. So green crackers are a new thing that will help us reduce the pollution out of the gases that are coming out.
Correct.
And if we are responsible, I know standard when we say ecology and environment friendly, we say reduce, reuse and recycle. ये reuse और recycle तो नहीं कर सकते. Reduce तो कर सकते हैं यार. Come on, folks.
ये थोड़ा सा sound भी कम करते हैं, थोड़ा सा pollution कम करते हैं, but they are not the solution.
Right.
It's a good step, but you know what we can do. I mean, ऐसा थोड़ी होता है तुम लोग घर पे अकेले फोड़ते हो छत पे जाके बस दो लोग खड़े ना. We like to put up a show.
Right.
है ना? We like when people watch your cracker.
Right.
So why
Like
not
you're
we
watching
burst
this.
like a community, है ना? Apartment के सब लोग मिल के.
यार अपने apartment में वैसे ही होता है. And come to think of it, अगर ज़्यादा लोग मिल रहे हैं तो the spectacle is also more than each person buys lesser.
Correct.
That is so cool.
खर्चा भी कम होगा.
खर्चा भी कम होगा.
Yes.
Right.
है ना?
Yeah, that is so beautiful. I never thought about building communities for celebrations as a way to save the environment, man.
It's a nice time, no? Festival भी है, communities भी साथ हैं.
So beautiful.
Oof.
All right, beautiful. There's a lot we took away in this segment. I'm jealous of you. I'm going to go burst these crackers right after. Let's probably quickly summarize this as well.
Yes, guys, let's see what we have learned in this. हाँ, देखो, हमने देखा these are loud and loudness is measured in decibels, which we measured. And decibels, there is a limit to it. 85 के ऊपर, it's painful, right? So that's why. Loudness, we have to take care of it, and loud firecrackers, please, please try to avoid them.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, Saurabh, I just want to quickly call this out. On BYJU'S Learning app, they have a lot more control over doing the revisions as well, right?
सही बात है. Session के बाद ये वापस आके summary slide तो नहीं देखेंगे.
Exactly.
है ना?
Guys, download BYJU'S Learning app because all of this content, wherever it fits into your curriculum, is going to be available for you in physics, it's going to be available in chemistry, it's going to be available in biology. Plus, there's that beautiful revision feature, summary cards and revision feature that they can also employ for that, right? If you go to the right section on the app, you can actually find revision cards, which is a quick view of all the things that are there to revise in that chapter.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
Yeah, look
Nicely
at that fire
arranged.
triangle and stuff like that. And each of these are bite-sized consumption units. It's not like you have to spend hours out here. You can become masters in that particular topic by going through them in easy consumable content as well.
And the best thing, guys, you see, you can bookmark stuff. Like, this is your app, right?
तो
You
अपना
can
खुद
save
का
stuff. खुद
बना
का
सकते
बना
हैं
सकते हो.
in
मेरे को
a
ये
way.
पढ़ना है, ये important है, ये important है.
That is so brilliant, yaar.
Right?
Badhiya, badhiya, badhiya. What are you waiting for? Go download BYJU'S the Learning app now. And when you finish this session, do not, I'm repeating this very, very consciously, be very careful. This stuff is toxic. Do not do this indoors, bursting crackers in general. Second, don't go doing your spraying of those alcohol bottle with salts and all that. Don't burn salt in your kitchen. Be very safe whenever you're coming near fire. I love fire, but I understand the necessity of being safe around it. Wow, quite a few things that we explored today. It's funny, right? It started out back in the day to ward away evil spirits. And today we are using it to bring all people together to build communities of wonderful learning.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
है ना? सोचा नहीं होगा ना ऐसे कभी? Yes.
Loved this session, loved this session. Beautiful.
Guys, biology.
Exactly.
तुमको लग रहा है physics chemistry तो किया sir?
Yeah, physics, chemistry. और maths भी था. But I don't want to talk about the different proportions and all that because गलती से भी I don't want you guys to figure that out.
तुमको recipe नहीं बताने वाले हैं, ठीक है?
But biology के लिए Ankita already covered it.
Yes, guys, go
अगर
and
वो
check out the
नहीं
video.
देखा है, go check that out. She talks about how we respond to firework, what happens in our system, why it excites us the way it does, and so on and so
And there's
forth.
a nice analogy with skydivers.
Skydivers.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a very nice thing. Go and check out, यार. किसका wait कर रहे हो तुम लोग?
Oh, beautiful stuff. Actually, I've seen the video. I'm acting surprised. Right now. Okay. And we did promise that we will have a challenge because in the last session, you guys did an amazing challenge. You asked people to submit something in about your different types of levers and stuff, right? And out of all the winners that had come in, I got a chance to speak with the winner that, out of all the entries that had come in, which was one winner.
Yes.
I got a lovely chance to speak with him. What was his name
Satyen
again?
Pradeep Gaikwad. And you have met him, right?
Yeah, हाँ,
He's
कल
the
वो video
star
आया
of
था.
our channel nowadays.
Yeah, कल वो video आया था where we
Yes.
had an interaction and we gave an amazing cricket bat
Yeah.
with all of his favorite teachers'
Autographs.
autographs and
signatures.
faces and stuff. And also I want to call out a shout out to Sharanya Saxena. Beautiful entry that came in from you as well, Sharanya. But we just chose that one winner. For this time, कुछ करने वाले हैं क्या?
बिल्कुल.
Entries.
बिल्कुल. We have a challenge for you guys, and you were right, by the way. East or West, BYJU'S is the best, यार. You know that. So, इस बार का challenge है. You saw. I mean, bursting is good, but can you think of innovative ways of celebrating festivities, but reducing the impact on the environment? Think,
Yeah,
go
I
creative.
was just thinking a little while ago, we spoke about videos on our channel also. A few weeks ago, months ago, you had done one amazing thing about having one light source appear infinitely, right? The
yes,
infinity
Infinity
diya.
diya.
There was a shorts video that I saw about it. And it was so much like VFX, I think I would want to install a big LED TV with sound systems and all that and have animation happening out there instead of going and polluting the world.
Yeah, you know, I tried that. Diwali पे ना मैंने 2 लगाए थे. It felt like I have a line of diyas, but only 2 diyas.
That is super duper cool. Hey, हाँ, अपने entries में infinity दिया मत देना और VFX ये वाला मत बताना. We need your entries for what are the best ways in which
Yes.
we can celebrate fireworks or the spirit of fireworks, the amazement of light and the delight of sounds without or by being cautious about the environment.
You can send your videos, you can put images, just go crazy with your illustrations, okay?
That's it. Let's call it a day. That's it for today. I'm pretty sure you loved what was happening. Download BYJU'S the Learning app and keep signing into our channels because we're going to be coming up with amazing campaigns. All the best for your exams that are coming up. BYJU'S Science Studio signing off for now.
Yes. And guys, subscribe to the channel, press the like button, tell us in the comment section because you know what? We won't stop.
Yes.
We'll make you fall in love with learning. That's our promise.
100%. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to do that, right? Love you guys. See you soon. Great task, teachers. Great task, students.
And our team.
Beautiful stuff. Hey, cheers.